Minimalism promises freedom. But what if the freedom it offers is a myth? What if the minimalist lifestyle we've been sold is more about appearances than intentional living? Today we're uncovering the lies minimalists tell themselves. Lies that can trap you instead of setting you free. What if less isn't always more? Minimalism has become a movement, a lifestyle, and for some, even a religion. But in trying to follow its rules, many of us find ourselves lost, overwhelmed, or simply unfulfilled. In this video, we'll explore the biggest myths of minimalism and how to create a version of it that actually works for you. Let's start with the first lie. I only keep what sparks joy. We've all heard it. If it doesn't spark joy, get rid of it. But here's the truth. Not everything important in life sparks joy. Some things hold value that goes beyond instant gratification. For examples, a family photo album or an heirloom quilt brings sentimental value. Tools, cleaning supplies, or office equipment are good for practical use. When I started minimalism, I threw out a box of old letters because they didn't feel useful. Months later, I wished I still had them to reconnect with the person I used to be. Decluttering based solely on emotion can lead to regret. Instead, ask yourself how an item adds value to your life, whether practical, emotional, or functional, said Dr. Megan Harper, behavioral psychologist. This brings us to lie number 2. Less stuff equals less stress. Minimalism teaches us that fewer possessions mean less stress. But sometimes owning too little can create new problems, constant inconvenience, decision fatigue, or even emotional detachment from your space. We have some examples of that. Constantly running out of kitchen supplies due to overly aggressive decluttering. A bare living room that feels cold and uninviting. I once got rid of 80% of my clothes thinking it would simplify my mornings. Instead, I felt stressed every day trying to make the limited options work. Does this feel peaceful or just empty? Sarah Lennox, an intentional living coach, once said, "True simplicity isn't about deprivation. It's about balance, having enough to meet your needs without excess." Now let's talk about the third. I don't need backups. Minimalism often preaches owning just one of everything, but life isn't perfect. Things break, get lost, or wear out. Strategic redundancy isn't clutter, it's preparedness. For examples, keeping extra chargers, batteries, or light bulbs to avoid emergencies. Having more than one pair of shoes for different occasions or weather conditions. I once tried the one-item rule for kitchen tools. When my only can opener broke during dinner prep, I learned the hard way that backups save stress and time. Owning extras of essential items reduces mental load and prevents unnecessary inconvenience. And finally, lie number 4. Minimalism is for everyone. Minimalism assumes that one size fits all. But what works for a single person in an apartment might not work for a family of 5 or a creative professional. Think about it. A parent needs duplicates and extras to manage their household efficiently. An artist thrives with an abundance of tools and materials for creativity. When I tried to live like minimalist influencers, I gave away half my art supplies. I thought it would simplify my space, but instead, it stifled my creativity. You need to redefine minimalism and what works best for you. Minimalism isn't only about owning less, it's also about owning smarter. Intentional ownership means keeping what truly serves you and letting go of the rest. Steps to redefine minimalism. Assess usefulness. Does it serve a practical purpose? Do you use it regularly? Embrace redundancy for peace of mind. Backup items like chargers, tools, or pantry staples are intentional, not wasteful. Allow for abundance in areas of joy. Books, hobbies, and creative tools have a place in your life if they inspire you. Let go of guilt. Minimalism isn't about meeting someone else's standards. It's about freedom. The truth is, minimalism isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a tool, a framework to help you live intentionally. But like any tool, it's only useful when you adapt it to your life. So don't let the rules of minimalism define you. Define minimalism for yourself. What's one item you've kept that doesn't fit the minimalist rules, but makes your life better? Share your story in the comments. And if you find this aligning with your own perspective through smarter minimalism, share it with someone who might like it too. Hit like and subscribe for more honest conversations like this one about intentional living.